Welcome, Lentilman, to Weekly Random Facts number 11 for the week of April 5th. Happy Easter to everybody listening to this today. If you're not listening to it today, still happy Easter. Hope you're celebrating and having a great time. Let's jump right in. We have 4 characters today, starting with the Alpha Centurion. First appearance, 0 hours. Crisis in Time, number 3, September 1994. Status Hero. Real name, Marcus Aelius. Occupation, adventurer. Base, mobile. Height, 5 feet 8 inches. Weight, 165 pounds. Eyes blue, hair blonde. Special powers, abilities. Alien armor gives super strength, the power of flight, and the ability to manifest an energy sword and shield. A Roman centurion during the time of the Emperor Hadrian, circa AD 117-138, Marcus Aelius was chosen by a race of aliens, the Veramiru, to come to their world and study and learn from their advanced civilization. Upon his return to Earth, Aelius was stunned to learn that over 1,800 years had passed. Quickly aligning himself with Lex Luthor's ruthless ex-wife, the Contessa, in Metropolis, Aelius was dubbed the Alpha Centurion. He formed the Centurions, a private army that protected the city under strict ancient laws. Alpha Centurion later disbanded the Centurions, choosing to operate on his own, away from the Contessa's corrupting influence and that of her company LexCorp. Learning of the Vermeer's plan to conquer the Earth, the Alpha Centurion severed his ties with the aliens and currently travels the world in his ship, the Pax Romana. He is frequently amazed at the enormous changes that have occurred since the time of his birth, almost 2,000 years ago. So now he's currently a hero, even though that whole description serves him as a villain. Anyway, Amazing Grace, first appearance Superman, second series, number 3, March 1987. Status villain, real name none. Occupation, agent of Darkseid. Base, Apocalypse. Height, 5 feet 11 inches. Weight, 159 pounds. Eyes green, hair red. Special powers and abilities, manipulates the wills of others with her beauty and persuasive skills. The sister of Darkseid's star propagandist, Glorious Godfrey, Amazing Grace shows her brother's gift for persuasion. She is one of the most attractive things to arise from the hellish madhouse that is Apocalypse, yet her heart is cold and her intentions sadistic. Amazing Grace often serves Darkseid by dwelling among the lowest class hunger dogs in the slums near the fire pits. There she locates resistant groups and manipulates their leaders, drawing them out long enough for her master to annihilate them. During the anti-heroic movement on Earth known as the Legends Crisis, Darkseid brought Superman to Apocalypse in an attempt to corrupt his soul. Amazing Grace used her talents to make the Man of Steel believe he was Darkseid's son. Superman soon shook off the delusion, but Amazing Grace is still active within Apocalypse's twisted hierarchy. So there you go. We got some Apocalypse in here finally. You'll see. Darkseid will be in the D's, obviously. We're going alphabetical, so if you haven't picked up on that yet, have fun. Now we have Amazing Man number 1, first appearance All-Star Squadron number 23, July 1983. Status hero, deceased. Real name William Everett. Occupation adventurer, base New York City. Height 6 feet 1 inches. Weight 165 pounds. Eyes brown, hair black. Special powers and abilities. Capable of transforming himself into a living, breathing facsimile of any material that he touched. Later his powers were altered and he was instead able to magnetically attract or repel objects with his hands. Will Everett was a multi-medal winner in the 1936 Berlin Olympics. Despite the acclaim, the young African-American, a constant target of racism, was unable to get work and became a janitor for Dr. Terry Curtis. Everett was kidnapped by the Ultra-Humanite and subjected to a power barrage from an invention of Curtis's. Everett gained superpowers and became Amazing Man. Initially blackmailed into working for the Ultra-Humanite, Amazing Man eventually turned on the villain and defeated him. Amazing Man then joined the All-Star Squadron, fighting Axis tyranny during World War II. Everett's matter-mimicking powers were later replaced with magnetic ones. Everett died of cancer a decade later. Now on to Amazing Man number 2. First appearance, Justice League of America second series, number 86, March 1994. Status hero, deceased. William Everett III. Occupation adventurer, base New York City, height 5 feet 11 inches, weight 185 pounds, eyes brown, hair black. Special powers ability, could transform into a living facsimile of any material he touched. If he touched stone, for example, he became a sentient being made of rock with all its strengths and weaknesses. The second Amazing Man was the grandson of the first. William Everett III had acquired his grandfather's ability to transmute into elements, but not his ability to control them. Everett, a college student, sought out Maxwell Lord, aka Lord Havoc, founder of Justice League International, for help in training and use of his emerging powers. When the Overmaster and his alien catter, Kadir, attacked the Earth, Everett took his grandfather's codename and became Amazing Man. Together, Everett and the JLA defeated the Kadir An amazing man become a member of the Extreme Justice. Where was I? Ever had an affair with the alien queen Maxima before the team disbanded. Tragically, the second amazing man was killed along with several other healers by the second mist. Yeah, that happened, apparently. So that's that for this week. Hope everybody got something out of that, because I don't know much about all those. Once we come across one that I actually do know more than what's in here, I'll probably try to give some backstory. But as for these people, I don't know much about. Onward to the releases. We have... I don't know when Stealth Inc. 2 Game of Clones is coming out or came out for Xbox One and PC, but Game Informer doesn't have a day listed, but I'm assuming it comes out this week because it comes out on PS4, PS3, and Vita this week as well. But that's just that. Now we have Aru's Awakening on the 7th for the PS4 and PS3. Aru's Awakening was that puzzle platformer we talked about a few weeks ago. Now it's coming to PS4. Next we have Bastion on April 7th for the PS4. Bastion, if you already haven't played it, you should have, because it's been on just about everything else. But it's a game, it's a action-adventure game with a story that gets told as you play, which it's really good. Definitely check that one out. Then we have, also on the 7th, Dark Souls 2 Scholar of the First Sin Edition, which comes out for the Xbone, 360, PS4, PS3, and PC. That is it's a re-release of Dark Souls 2, basically, with all the DLC that came with it, and some new DLC, I believe, which is Scholar of the First Sin. That way, now people that have the Xbone and PS4 can play Dark Souls 2. And if you already have Dark Souls 2 for your previous system, this is just more DLC, basically. Then we have the first game on the list that I don't really know shit about. Etrian Mystery Dungeon for the 3DS on April 7th. Etrian Mystery Dungeon, I believe, is a crossover game featuring the Etrian RPG series and the Mystery Dungeon RPG series. Mystery Dungeon is what is it? I want to call it a strategy action game, but it's not. Basically, you explore dungeons and you fight things. A la like Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, like that. But this is Etrian, which is an RPG, I guess. It looks alright if you're into that sort of thing, but I probably won't get it. Then we have Monster Bag on the 7th for the Vita. Monster Bag is some kind of, I'd call it a platformer, but it's not a platformer, because what you are is you're a little blue monster who's trying to get back to his owner, and you jump from person to person, all while trying to not get killed, I believe. The art style is very nice. It looks like something you'd see on Cartoon Network. It's like a cross between like Samurai Jack and Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. Looks alright. I'll probably check it out if I had a Vita, which very highly doubt a lot of people have. Then we have Stealth Inc. 2, A Game of Clones, PS4, PS3, and Vita on the 7th. Stealth Inc. 2 is the sequel to Stealth Inc., which is an action, it's not action, puzzle platformer stealth game. Plays a little clone, and you gotta try to get through all the, I think there's like 60 levels. You gotta try to get through that. So that should be fun. I'll probably pick that one up. Then we have Tower of Guns on the 7th for the PS4 and PS3. Tower of Guns is a first-person roguelite, to steal a term from Total Biscuit. You play as just a character. You got to go through a tower, which certain rooms are randomly generated, and you try to get to the top. Pretty self-explanatory. Probably pick that one up. Then we have on the 8th Pokemon Rumble World for the 3DS, which looks like a Pokemon beat 'em up. it doesn't look that interesting, but it's for free, so I believe it's for free, but it's I think it features free-to-play elements, so you can buy stuff to progress, which is stupid. But if you want to play more Pokemon, I guess. Then we have, oh my god, I Am Bread on the 9th for PC. It's already been out in early access, so it must be officially launching on the 9th. But don't play that, please. It's YouTube fucking screamer bait, because it's like you play as a piece of bread and you're trying to get to the toaster. If you haven't seen stuff on it, look it up. It's not interesting at all. Then we have on the 9th Star Drive 2 for the PC, Mac, and Linux. Star Drive is a space sim. I believe it's somewhat like Civ, in that you're dealing with other organizations and treaties and all that good stuff, but you also build your ship and whatnot. From what I've seen of gameplay, it's I mean, I'm sure it's okay, but there are other space games that do it better, so maybe don't pick that one up. Look into it more if you're interested. Then we have on the 10th Dead Synchronicity on the PC, which is in a point-and-click adventure game set during some type of war. I can't exactly tell where it is, but you play as some man and you go around doing something, because from what I've seen, I don't have a lot of backstory. If you're into point-and-click games, maybe check it out. Then we have, oh, there we go, they have it at the top and they have it down here. Okay. Then we have Stealth Inc. 2 on the 10th for the Xbone, Tower of Guns, April 10th for the Xbone, and finally we have Xenoblade Chronicles 3D on the 10th for the new 3DS. Xenoblade Chronicles 3D is a re-release of Xenoblade Chronicles, which is a game I believe that came out for the Wii a few years ago. It's a pretty good RPG from what I've heard. I haven't actually gotten a chance to play it, but that's where Shulk came from, if anybody didn't know from Super Smash. But I believe that's it for the releases. Yes, it is. Onward into what I've been playing. Woo! I know, sorry, stifle my excitement. What have I been playing? Well, Tales from the Borderlands Episode 2 and Game of Thrones Episode 3 I've been playing. I've also been playing a lot of Madden and NBA for whatever reason, just because I felt like playing sports games. I've also been playing a shit ton of Hearthstone, because that's my shit now that I have a PC. Also been checking out other PC games, like, what else have I played? Hold on. System Shock 2 I've been playing, Broforce I've been playing. Broforce is pretty fun. It's a shooter in the vein of like Metal Slug, kind of. A little more different than that, but basically you play as versions of action heroes. They each have different shooting abilities and whatnot, and you're trying to kill all the bad guys and rescue the prisoners, and after a certain number of rescues you unlock another action hero, and it's lots of fun. You can get kind of balls hard too eventually, but that's about it. Not much to say on the playing front other than that. Also tried One Finger Death Punch, which is an okay time waster, I guess. It's not that much fun. Yep, that's about it for me today, folks. Again, everybody, hope you're having just a wonderful holiday. Like, favorite, subscribe if you can. I'd appreciate it. And love you all very much for actually even paying attention to any of these videos. Thank you very much. Have a great day.